Well, shalom, shalom. I'm Barbara, and I'm always short and sweet. Why did Pope Francis carry a sorcerer's ritual staff? Well, he opened the Youth Synod in the Vatican in October of 2018 with this staff. And a pastoral staff is called a ferula, but this is not what the Pope usually carries. And comments were made that it looked like a pitchfork or a barbecue fork. And with researching this, it has been found out that it is a downright satanic fork. It's a stick that Pope Francis tried to pass off as a ferula in this Mass with the Synod of Sodomy, and it's a stand. And Pope Francis said it was a gift from the young people that they specifically requested he carry that for the Mass. And a Synod is a council of the church, so he carried this to a council of the church with young people. So what's a ferula? Well, I did a YouTube on this. What a ferula is. It's from Paganism and Sorcerer. And YouTube I did was why is the Pope's staff shaped like a pine cone? So you can go and find out a lot more information about the staff they carry. Well, this Pope Francis used the so-called Stang, and it's basically a sorcerer's ritual staff, and it's used in modern-day witchcraft, Wicca. And it was presented to him, like I said, in 2018 during a meeting with some young Italians there in Rome. So a Stang is a witch or warlock ceremonial staff, and it's always forked, and it always has an iron nail driven through it. And ideally, it has a human form carved on it somewhere. So, and it signifies several things, and the first being Satan himself. So you can go look up these links for yourself. And there's an iron nail going through the stand, and that symbolizes a few things, including the phallus and cutis, which is your sexual intercourse. It's a mocking of the crucifixion of our Lord, and a triple motive of the threefold serpentine. And it has a lot of satanic symbolisms. In a close-up of the staff, it looks as though there's a face carved in the bump, and there are clearly engravings on the two horns. So Paul says, 2,000 years ago, he asked, how can Messiah and the devil agree? What does a believer have in common with an unbeliever? How can Yah's temple come to terms with pagan idols? 2 Corinthians 6:15 and 16. So Pope Francis is ahead of a Catholic Church, Vatican City State since 2013. He's the head of a whole religious organization, and he is representing Satan with all his symbolisms and this satanic stand. And we do know that he's a Jesuit. And here's a quote from the Vatican Press that said Pope Francis can break Catholic traditions whenever he wants to, and so therefore he does. And is Pope Francis a Satanist? Is he leading the world in Satanism? From the Vatican. The Great Apostasy, we've all heard about it. Well, it's so far advanced already that the Pope can even use a two-horned staff that's clearly linked to witchcraft. And except for a select few, practically nobody cared or noticed. So if Satanism started to be practiced in the Vatican, maybe nobody would notice that either. What is the Great Apostasy? You can look it up in the Wikipedia. It's when Yeshua's followers, people going away from the teachings of Yeshua, and basically it is the Catholic Church bringing paganism into the followers of Yeshua. And all the pagan rituals were put into a church and baptized as a religion. So let's review a little bit about Pope Francis. You can read this for yourself. He says he goes to a witch for healing. He said he's a devil. He said that Jesus said he was the devil. He kisses a cross that has an occult symbolism. He has relics with the Buddhist, cracks blasphemous jokes. He even went and called this voodoo person or whatever leader he is a saint. So doing all these evil things coming forth from his mouth and from his symbols. 3 John 11 says, Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doth good is of Yah, but he that doth evil hath not seen Yah. And 2 Thessalonians 2, 1-12 talk about the apostasy and the great falling away, and that the man of sin would be revealed, and he opposes and exalts himself above everything that's called God or that's worshipped as God. And the mystery of iniquity was already working at the time of Paul with Rome, but we know the power of Romanism took over and became a Catholic church and baptized all the pagan symbolisms. So my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, Hosea 4:6. So please share this with your family and friends. Maybe they don't know about all the pagan symbolisms. We definitely haven't heard a lot about all the sorcery symbolisms and witchcraft that's being shown in this Pope or this Jesuit Pope or the Catholic Church. And please share it with your friends and look for the links below. And remember, Revelation 18:4 says, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins or receive of her plagues. So maybe you don't know, maybe you're in this church and you aren't aware of what all these things mean. Please go and watch our other videos about mystery religion. So thank you for being here today and listening, and I hope to be back real soon. Remember, I'm short and sweet, and I'll see you next time, Yah willing.